row of data back from the database from that one single user. So in order to ensure that, what we want to do is we want to test the number of rows. So of course, if my SQL underscore num underscore rows, and of course this takes a result set, and what this function does is it counts the number of rows in this result set is exactly equal to 1, which it should be, then we can go ahead and proceed. Now we really don't need a else statement, but if we did, then this is where this thing came in right here. So the other one, I should probably indent this. I probably just confused you guys. I'm sorry if I did that, but I know I stole the else statement from you know, the last register one. That's what that else statement was for, because, well, you guys obviously see what's going on. Whenever you query the database and you select that one user, that user shouldn't have multiple accounts. So if it is indeed one, then it says, okay, you can go ahead and log in. But if it isn't one, and this isn't going to be the case, it's going to be 2 or 3. The only reason it isn't going to be 1 is, say that I registered with the name Bucky in the password. Well, say I accidentally typed Vucky by mistake in password. Well, whenever we go ahead and log in, it's going to say username or password is incorrect because there is no user with the name Bucky. So again, we're setting it equal to 1 just to make sure that there is a user that exists. So whenever we get that data, what exactly do we want to do? Well, like I said in the last tutorial, our goal is to set a session variable for that user. So this is how you do that. Go ahead and make a while loop, because I like to throw everything inside a while loop. And what I want to do is, remember this from the last tutorial, I'm going to use my SQL underscore fetch underscore array. Now the parameter that this takes is that same result set, which is that one row of data. So this loop is actually only going to loop through that one row. It's only going to loop one time. And with that information, what I want to do is I want to create a session variable. Now laziness prevails. Once again, we already typed this out. So session user ID is equal to, okay guys, I'm going to be super lazy here, row user ID. So basically, whatever user ID you got from that table is what I want you set the session user ID for that user. So if Bucky's user ID was 20, then that is my user ID for my session. And that is a cool way that you can only have one piece of data, and you don't need to set a session variable for the username, the password, their email, number of trades. Once we have the user ID, we can reference everything else in the entire database for that one user. So of course, after we gave them a user ID, they can now use this user ID no matter what web pages they go to on our website. So what we want to do next is just redirect them to their account page, which is this little page right here. So basically what we're saying is this: once you go ahead and you submit the form to log in, I'm going to validate your username and your password just to make sure you didn't enter any weird symbols or do anything stupid by accident. If indeed you entered valid data, then I'm going to query the database and pull out the information where it's basically that user's information for the username and password, pretty much Bucky's information. If Bucky does exist, then go ahead and give him a session variable that he can use and redirect them to his main account page. And if that user doesn't exist, maybe they typed Vucky or typed the wrong password, then just give them this error message instead. So that is all we have to do for the login.php script. In the next tutorial, what I'm going to do is, oh, I got freaking strawberries stuck in my freaking throat. Anyways, in the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to make the log out script for whenever the user, maybe they're using a shared computer and they want to log out. And guys, this is going to be the easiest tutorial on the entire series. This next log out script, 1,000 times easier than this. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.